Hey everyone, and welcome back to Pokemon as Pets in The Sims 4. And today's Pokemon is Eevee, as requested by Lemon on YouTube. If there is a Pokemon that you would like to see me create next, then let me know in the comments below. Tweet me on Twitter, Instagram, whichever you choose, and I would love to make it. So here I decided to create Eevee as a fox at first, because I believe they are a fox type Pokemon. So that's kind of what I wanted to do here, was create them as a fox and as a cat, because I feel like people like cats. And it turned out alright. I wasn't too thrilled, but there wasn't really much I could do, much else I could do to try and make it more Eevee-like. I couldn't make the eyes much bigger, and I want to do this without using any CC or any of that fun stuff, so that everyone can download these if they would like to. And yeah, there wasn't really much to Eevee. You know, pretty simple. I wanted to try and get all the little details from the dark little fur tufts on the inside of the ear to the shading on the little mane. So that's kind of what we did. Nothing too crazy. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just like outlining the outside, and I was trying to get that like feathered hair tuft look, and it was a little more difficult than I intended it to. Not that I intended it to be difficult, but it was a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. So this did take me a minute, and this was actually my second time recording this, because I did it once and I didn't use a fox. I just chose a dog, and I did the entire thing, and I think I deleted it. Something happened and the video was no longer with us, and I was like, well, you know what, that's probably for the best, because I didn't actually like it. It didn't turn out how I wanted it to. I was not in love with it, so I think it was for the better. And I mean, I don't love this. I've definitely done better Pokemon, but in the end I think it turned out all right. So here we're trying to make little hair tufts. And I believe this is when I discovered that I could use this tool and another tool to try and help me with to try and make the hair like stand out a little better. So that's what I'm doing here, trying to figure out how I could do this in the best way possible. And I think the hair turned out pretty cute. I wish I kind of centered it a little better, because it's a little wonky. But I still think it turned out a-okay, if I do say so myself. So that's what we're doing here. And it's like, it's kind of slanted, but that's alright. It gives them character. So, you know, a little higher hair on the one side than the other, but it's alright. It's cute. So that's what we did there. And now we are working on the mane, which it gave me a little tough time, a little bit of a tough time, because I wasn't sure how I wanted to do the shading. And I also wasn't sure how I wanted to frame it around the face. So I ended up with this, and now we're trying to do some outlining, and I feel like it just looks like there's so much mane and like no face. And this is when I started using that tool to try and help me get some fur tufts to poke in and out and around. And then I did all this, and then I was like, oh crap, I forgot to do the shading. So then I'm like, okay, well, can I save any of this fur that I already did? Do I have to redo it? So here I'm trying to not go over what I've already done, and it didn't go very well. I had to redo it all, but it's alright. In the end, it turned out okie dokie. And now we're doing a little bit of the light shading Wait, so you have shading, and then what's the word for lightning? Why have I forgot? So you got shade, like for darker, and then lighter. The lighter one. What is that? There's definitely a word for it, right? Anyways, that's what I'm doing here. I'm just adding a little bit of light tufts around. Nothing fancy. I didn't add outlines to this because in the little picture there, it's not really outlined. And of course the tail, and the tail didn't have an outline, so I did not outline the end of it. And after you get out of paint in The Sims, it's weird. It like makes everything you just did like blurry, which is kind of lame. So all this work I did to the tail to get it, all that little detail and the tufts and stuff just like went away. It was gone. So here I am doing the cat, making a cat Eevee, and I didn't want to show you the entire thing because it was basically the same thing as the little fox there. So basically that is it. So if you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you would like to see more Pokemon as pets in The Sims 4, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!